I've been noticing with the practice of soften and allow, and how you were saying, and we've been talking about just be as you are. If you're hungry, eat. If you're tired, sleep. Being in this phase or stage or whatever you want to call it of practice. And I notice that a confusion begins to creep in when settling into this in actuality, in experientiality. There's this question of, could it possibly be this easeful and simple? And where's the boundary? Where does it cross over into laziness? Am I actually experiencing this for real? Is this really happening? Or are there old patterns and tendencies of tamasic tendencies coming in? Should I get back into my discipline? Or continue to experiment with where I am now and just observe what's happening without needing to understand or judge? Or so where's it's a dance, and where do I step back in if I do at all?
Yes. Yes. Easy but not lazy. Well, let me just say it this way, very simply. Do your practice. You will see. You'll see exactly that so-called edge of laziness, because it will say, "I don't wanna." Huh? Yes, you come to know in yourself, at first subtle, eventually not at all subtle, the difference between what I might call disassociation, which has a kind of, it's like a trauma egoic response to, it's an aversion. And disassociation can put you in a state of a kind of a fugue, narcotic kind of a state of seems better. And it's a natural and beneficial response to stress, extreme stress, that we can go into these kind of disassociated states. So they're good, they're not bad, but it's not for you anymore. And this is a sort of a tamasic, lethargic. There's a tremendous amount of inertia. And this is why sadhana is to pull you out of this disassociative, fugue, narcotic state increasingly into a detached, equanimous state. So know the difference in yourself of what I call disassociative versus detached. It's different. Detachment is alert and alive. It is vital. And the mind is, it's lit up. The heart is open. It isn't sleepy or groggy. And so it's good already to come to the point where you are asking and beginning to notice the distinction between the two. Tamas will not want to do your practice. Lethargy will say, sleep in, don't do your hatha, don't do your pranayama, don't do your karma yoga. So you add a little fire. And, and so rajas, fire using the I will, the fire in your solar plexus to move out of tamas. It takes a great resolve and discipline. And only then, on the other side of that, you really move into what is detachment. And there are layers along the way, so it's a progressive loops progressively. But know this difference so that you can know it in yourself. Just observe, keep observing. Detachment will be light. Disassociation will be heavy, sleepy, tired. I don't want to. Detachment is, I don't mind. Light, easy. Same thing, doing the same practice. The tamasic ego will always reject rajas. Tamasic ego often claims itself to be sattva. Disassociation, withdrawal, hiding, aversion, pretends to be peace. It's very common. Most easy to see in others first, but most important to find it in yourself. So, this is the despondency of Arjuna. He throws down his sword. And Krishna says, fight. You must fight. Nobody else can fight for you. Being here is proof that you want it. We learn in these phases, and there's tamas, rajas, and sattva at every octave. And so you're always moving through. You see? Do you see? Yes. Yes.
I was just seeing that this is a cycle, and it appears to keep. So I think maybe this is what I'm hearing you're saying, these octaves. It appears to come back around this cycle of approaching the being really strong and heavy in dedication and sadhana and breaking through and then releasing into a new octave of clarity or perception, and then the same thing comes back in. I know for me, this in particular, I come to you with the same question every time. Is this true, or am I moving into what I just shared, the same thing? So I think this is what maybe I'm hearing you saying, this looping. It's a part of my pattern.
Yes. We become aware of who we think we are by the patterns of thought, feeling, and behavior. How are you when the moon is full? How are you when the forces of mind are strong? You see? It's you know you're in the right milieu when there's paradox. Because in this moment, I'm telling you, fight. Fight like hell with everything you've got. And I mean it. Because it's worth it. And in the next moment, I'll say, who's fighting? But for you now, fight. You must fight. And know this, it's true for all of us. The ego will always claim, the ego will always claim sattva from the place of tamas. But here, this is the formula for you to know for your own self. Observe it in others, but be quiet about what you see in others. Observe it in others so that you can find it in yourself. This is important. Tamas does not like rajas, is perturbed by rajas. Sattva is not. Sattva is not disturbed by rajas. This is how you can know. And this rajas now is important, not expressed outwardly in relationships in the world anymore, because you've transcended that illusion. Now it's all a game of internal, of stoking your own fire, really investing in your own I will, and I will not. I will wake up at the same time every morning. I will do my meditation. I will do my hatha. And you're fighting for your freedom. And nobody can do it for you. It's not possible. Can show you.